Today's episode of Biblically Grounded has very little to do with biblical archaeology. You can see that I am at an outdoors location. This is the old Ray County Courthouse in Dayton, Tennessee. And you may already know where this is going. So 100 years ago and one day, the infamous Scopes trial ended here at this place. It was so hot they had to do a lot of the proceedings outdoors, and it's a hot and humid place at a hot and humid time of the year. But why am I in Dayton at this time? Because there is an interesting conference going on right now, the Origins Conference. It's a conference on creationism, and this is, of course, an important place. This is a great opportunity, the 100th anniversary of the Scopes monkey trial. The monkey trial was the name given to it by the journalist H.L. Mencken. Also the man who coined the term the Bible Belt, which we are in the heart of right now. So 100 years ago, this important court decision was made that led to other court cases, other decisions. It led to the way that science is taught in schools today. The debate between evolutionism, Darwinianism, and creationism. And if you're like me, you are interested in such things. I know I'm very aware of many of the arguments floating around. I spend time on the internet and I read people back and forth arguing with one another. But this conference that I've been attending, the Origins Conference, I've actually learned some interesting things. I've seen what's going on in the current debate between creationism and evolution, and it's very interesting to see the difference in the debates between actual scientists and then the things that are going on online. And as an archaeologist, I'm very aware that we do have two different worlds in archaeology as well. In biblical archaeology, if you meet together with archaeologists, scientists, you're going to get a very different point of view than you are going to get if you're watching YouTube videos or getting together online for an argument about a certain thing in biblical archaeology. And I'm finding the same thing here in the world of the natural sciences. Now, archaeology is a historical science. We collect the data, we can't replicate anything, and then we interpret the data. That's where the art comes in. That's why archaeology, along with the other historical sciences, is called a soft science. Now, the natural sciences are called hard sciences because you can test, you can try to replicate the data. You can take the data, you can test it and try to come up with experiments that show you consistent results. And so that's where the difference is in these scientists. Or these sciences. But the thing that I do find interesting is that as a biblical archaeologist, of course, I believe in the historicity of the scriptures, of the text of the Bible. And so I do believe that God created everything. I would consider myself to be a young earth creationist. And so attending this, I'm seeing places where creation scientists and archaeologists, there are bridges that can be made to understand what's going on in the various sciences and to be able to link them together to come up with a coherent story, which I believe that the Bible presents. And so that's what we do. We try to collect the data, we try to look at it in the light of Scripture, and then we try to put together the most complete picture that we can. And so I'm excited right now to be learning the things I'm learning about the natural sciences. And I'm wondering how I can look at them in the light of what I know about the historical sciences and my practices there. And how do we come together with a story that is real, that shows the historicity and the authority of Scripture in a way that is biblically grounded.